Hello? Oh man, my hiccups. Hello? What's up? Shiro Yayanta? If that is your true name. Sprig Joe, hello. Greasy Burger, hello. Trap God. Joker! George TGS Blue. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, you guys. Alright. So look. I slept and I didn't sleep. I woke up like, dude, I was falling asleep in the evening. Oh my gosh. There's just been. Today is a whirlwind of like fucking IRL stuff. What's up, whole app? Blue? And then just. What is that called? Five Nights at Freddy things. What's my opinion on femboys? I don't have one. I don't really see them around. So I don't know. I don't even know what a femboy is. But I know I'm offended boy. What's up, Angelo Tapia? Yeah, like, alright, so I didn't sleep that good last night, so my sleep is kind of fucked at the moment, and I was gonna try to go to sleep early today, but, I was just watching internet stuff, you know? Stuff on the internet! I was watching internet stuff. Yes, Max, I can say your name. What's up, Anthony? What the fuck? Is Twitter called X now, like officially, or is it Twitter still? Because it's still Twitter, right? Yeah, like when I look at it, it does say X. So, yeah. Big ounce, hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Le Stream. I guess you can call it X, you know? Amber Heard is trending. Why? What is she trending for? Oh, because that documentary thing? Interesting. No, you're not, Burb. No, you're not. All right, you guys ready? What's up? Who's ready? What the fuck is saved when? Oh, yeah, I was going to go inside this tunnel, but then I was like, nah, you know what? But then, you know what? I should. I'm binge watching Banos. I was going to say Banos Vac Rooms. Banos Backroom stuff. Oh, I see. Look, I was tired. I wasn't tired, and then I was like fucking back and forth. Like my sleep was garbage today. I've been stuck on like IRL things, like I said, helping people out IRL at the same time watching a bunch of internet stuff at the same time, like trying to play Zelda. Well, not all at the same time, like, but just throughout the day. You guys ever watch, like, especially like when they're long videos? You guys ever sit there like with your phone on your face and then like you're falling asleep? Dude, I was falling asleep playing Zelda earlier. Well, let's start this shit all over. Sorry, I just didn't like the way I started off. All right, let's do it to where I drop these little dudes off with each other. These two friends. I do remember, Gavin, that loot box. I do remember. What's up, Miguel? I know, 69 viewers for a while, huh? So, at the very, very top of Gorko Tunnel. Hold on. Gortram Cliff. Whose name is Gortram? Dude, I'm too tired to play Fortnite, but I'm not. Like, I'm probably gonna play for like an hour, right? An hour. And then I'm gonna wake up and play again. I do not smoke weed, Eddie the Chicken. But I smoke weeds with fire. Like, I go, you know, like, smoke that fool and just torch him. Or shoot him up. Miguel, Herb doesn't know how to play anything. Don't you do that all the time, though, Reclaimer? What the? No, I don't smoke weed. I pull out a gun and I shoot grass. I smoke weeds. Get it? Like, forget it. You don't get it. Obama! Get out of my face with that request. You hear me? You hear me? Mírame. Mírame. Yo! I'll talk about something. I'll talk about something. Like, so check this out. You know, what was that called? There's some fucking, what was it? There was this cat. There was this cat outside my house, okay? There was a cat outside my house. And, I think it got hit by a car. Like, for real. It was, like, missing fur on the side of its, like, rib area. And it looked like he had dried blood, like, by his face, right? And it's a cat, so it really didn't do anything, you know? Maybe he could have killed someone, who knows? But, I went outside. I went outside to fucking get some vitamin D from the sun, right? And then I heard it go, meow! And I turned around and I looked. And then I realized that, yeah, it was like half a cat. Right? It was like half a cat. I'm like, oh shit. But it made me freak out for a second. Like, what the fuck? Because it was like a zombie cat. You know? I was like, oh shit, there's no way this thing is real. Right? And so then, like if it had flashbacks, okay? Like, if it had flashbacks, like, oh no! But I went to go, what's that called? I went to go, like, walk past it. And then a car just comes out of nowhere, like, Nyeh! And then, like, yeah, like I said, like, if he had flashbacks, like, oh, fuck! Like, I never seen the cat, like, jump up and then stand on two, like the hind legs in the back for, like, a millisecond and backpedal. And then it ran. So I was like, oh, dude. This fucking cat looks injured, but he seemed like fine. But I don't know where he fucking went. He, like, dipped the fuck out. I've never seen a cat move like that. But I'm going to tell you this, though. That shit looked ugly because it was on its hind legs. And it took 2 steps back. And its front paws, like I guess its hands, were in the air. And it, like, did that. And then it did, like, a 180. And it took off. But it's like, I don't even know if that cat actually was hit by a car or something. And he just looked like he got fucking, like, you know, in, like, you know, in the movie or the cartoon, like Tom and Jerry or whatever, or even like Sylvester and Tweety, when like a razor blade goes by, or and you see like they turn around and like half their fur's gone or something. That's exactly what it looked like from the left side, though, only. That shit was ugly. Like I'm telling you, like, first I'm just walking, and I randomly hear from the right side of me, meow, and I looked and went, oh. You got fucked up, cat. But it was walking normal, and it started to walk towards me. Like I said, all of a sudden, this fucking car goes, no! And the cat's like, huh! On my fucking hind legs. Dude, those bats went in there, huh? And that was it. He was gone. Atello's over there, dude. So how are you guys doing? Is everyone here staying drama free? Hmm? Everyone staying free from drama? Not starting fights? Hold on, what does it say? This way to Forgotten Gorkle Tunnel. I knew that. I'm literally Linus Tech Tips right now. I know there's some shit happening with that. I don't know what it is. I do know there's some stuff going on. You know why people like drama though? Like for a lot of the time? It's the realization that it's like, it's not happening to me. That people feel good about, you know? You know what I'm saying? Fuck! And unfortunately, it follows some people. Even if you're not about drama, like, dude. Alright, look. Here, let's talk about Linus Tech. I don't know what they did, okay? I don't know what they did. So I'm not gonna even pretend to, like, act like I know. Hold on, I just made a circle like this. Which is fine. Let's do that. Let's make a circle. Like, I don't know what they did. The thing is, all I know is that I don't know anyone from there. So it's inconsequential to me. Right? Like, right now, there's a lot of bad happening in this world. Still that war in Ukraine going on and stuff. Just alone in the United States, there's a lot of, like, dumb shit happening and stuff, you know? Like, everywhere. There's always something happening. But it's like, I don't know. How do you pick and choose what you want to worry about and what you truly care about? You know? Hold on, let me just blow this fucking guy up. Depends what's trending on Twitter. Hold on. Look at him. Look at him. He doesn't know. Oh shit, dude. He survived? No way. No way. You see him? No way, he was standing right here. No, he like landed over here and then he disappeared. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the? Hold on. I literally typed Louis. After years of watching and a video of why Louis Caliber disappears pops up only to see this live. I'm glad you're live, man. Thanks for the countless laughs growing up. You're welcome, Juan. Look, to this day, alright, people are fighting over me. About me. I don't know, dude. I get it. Hold on. Death Mountain marker number 4. This way to Goron City. Hold on. Let me help this guy out. You have my support. Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help earlier. I'm putting President Hudson here too. But I can't stand here forever. I've got so many more signs to spread around. I don't know what to do. I'll leave it to it. I really should redouble my support. Thanks, Juan, for the love. Ah, but for real though, dude. Like, what the fuck's up, world? What's going on? Please help with what, Obama? Huh? Oh no, Obama? Miguel, you better be of age, dude. No underage drinking, you hear me? None of that. Alright, if he lets us go, it should be wedged in there, so it should be fine. What's this? I need to stay focused. President Hudson might topple over if I don't give him my full support. Sir, can you not bother me? Try letting go. What? Are you going to support him? Alright, I'll let go. Told you, dude. Told you. Hey, he's standing! How's the president standing? That was brilliant. I would never have thought of it. Alright, let me get him secure while he's still standing. Just put this there, get that fastened, and... perfect. With your help, President Hudson is now standing proudly and firmly in place. Fills my heart and joy to see him doing so well on his own. Take this with my thanks. 20 rupee, red rupee. Also, you must be hungry after all that work. Right? Let me give you a little something to me myself. Energizing. Oh, that's a lot. Energizing seafood rice balls. But I still don't feel like I've thanked you enough. This little something from my premium collection, special gift from me to you. Sleepover ticket. I can go to other places to put up more signs. And with that, I'm off. Alright, let's go get this bokoblin over here. This dude got blasted off and just walked away like nothing. Did you guys like that Five Nights at Freddy video or what? Go food, because I'm not a streamer, dude. I'm a YouTuber. An ex-YouTuber. Turn around. Actually, it's fine, dude. You know what? Wait! Oh, it's gonna burn. Oh, hey, this is where the other guy's stuff's at. Moblins. What's up, Ironator? Dude, Atello's asleep. Atello's eye-telling. Not idling, like I'm saying it like fancy. I'm saying he's, you know. Jep-woohoo! Thank you. There's like 20 other people who wouldn't say that, who don't think that. To this day, even though I proved it, dude. Zelda's a good game to get you where you want to start, but fans would recommend you playing from the beginning. You play Zelda from Breath of the Wild if you want. Trust me, I'm a Zelda connoisseur. You want to break from the ad? If you want to break from an ad, become one of our premium members. You become a member right now. You won't get any, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. If you're a member, can you see ads? Or does membership take away the ads? You don't know? Someone confirm? Someone confirm, please? Eddie, if I had the money, dude, I would buy you a laptop right now. Fortunately for me, I'm a small streamer. And who knows when I'll make it big or get the big bucks, you know? Who knows? Maybe it'll never happen. There you go, Ironator. Perfect title. Who the fuck? Frederick Fitzgerald Fazbear. Well, I'm gonna go back in this place. I was falling asleep as I was doing this. I just want to enjoy it. I only have one president in the chat or what? Hold on. Oh, this does lock on. I like that. I like how it locks into place. Look. Oh yeah, what'd you think of that aliens video, Gavin? Wow, the way it connects. DCC, I believe we are. Wait, does this keep rolling forever then? Or does it stop? If it stops... This is Minecraft, that's why, Iron Eater. Uh-oh, is it gonna stop here? Oh, right here. Real quick, let's see where this goes. What the hell is plumbers don't wear ties red? Wow. You guys need a beanbag chair. Dang, what the fuck? Yeah. The objective is this game for me to hop around. As gamer, I play with them from time to time, so I talk to him then. Oh, you don't move on your own? Okay. Oh. I guess without a fan it won't move. Favorite Pokemon is Arceus. Eddie the Chicken! Thanks, Eddie the Chicken. I needed tax. I needed some tax, dude. Gufu, I have not played Baldur's Gate 3. My favorite game is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. What's up, Blixel? Oh no, Blix is back. Oh no. Ah! Demon Season, right? That's what it stands for? Oh no, come back here, cart. Ooh, that was a good dismount. What's up? What's up? What's up, Thin Jin? Ironator, I won't beat you if you don't like Zelda, dude. What the? I would never. What's up, Zesty Burrito? East Restaurant Cave, right? And then there was the West Restaurant Cave over here. Oh, Gorbin River Cave. What? What? Where's the west one? Oh, there it is. Thanks, Pothead Angel. I don't know if that was a good thing or not, but still, thanks, Pothead Angel. What's the go-to from McDonald's, Mass? If they still had the lettuce leaf, it would be a double quarter pounder deluxe with the lettuce leaf. No mayonnaise, right? That's very imperative. No mayonnaise. No mayonnaise. I mean, sorry. No mayo. But ketchup, mayonnaise, and obviously cheese with tomato. Now, mmm. You want to be on the pause menu for 5 minutes? Or why? Let's go check this shit out. I need shields and a bow. Shields and a bow. Oops. So you want mayonnaise but no mayo. Mayo and mayonnaise aren't the same thing. I meant mustard. My bad. Sorry. All right. Double big and tasty. Right? Double big and tasty. No pickles or onions. Lettuce leaf. Oh, fuck. I said double big and tasty because they used to have big and tasties back in the day. I meant no mass. No. Stop it. Stop it, mass. Seriously. Like, look at me. Stop. Oh, fuck. I almost walked into the lava. Sometimes they do on a quarter pounder. So, okay. Deluxe quarter pounder with cheese. No pickles, no onions. No mustard. Add mayo or mayonnaise. Ketchup, tomato, lettuce leaf. That's the best. Gummy worm, you hit an old lady on the road? Mass. For $100, I will repeat. Because this will be the third time. So go into your massive pockets to get my order. And then buy it for me. No, I fucking made that bug disappear. No. No. Oh, well then get it out of your pant leg. Now. Dude, I wonder what happens if I fly into the volcano. I'm not going to, but I wonder what happens. Louis Kalish? Kalish? What? Louis Kalish? Fritzer, I don't really talk to Vanos anymore. I'm probably my favorite YouTuber. I went back in time and chose myself when I was at my prime. My apex. Oh shit, you guys see that fucking shooting star over there? I saw one not too long ago. I saw one on, when was Community Day? Sunday. Elden Sky Archipelago. Elden Canyon Sky. Mighty Zonite Shield. Oh, I needed a shield. And there's a bunch of little shields over here too. Fritzer, what do you mean? Oh, dude, Wolfenstein. I'd have to say, I'd want to lose my friends. Ooh, there's something right there. You guys see that? I did it for Vin Diesel. He's watching the stream right now. What the fuck? The hell happened to Durrania Lake? In my area? No. So if this isn't in my area, then this glyph is definitely not in my area. Mass. The the objective of this game is to do what I need. Hold on, and I need to throw 3 great throws right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna catch Pokemon right now. Pokemon Go! Pokemon Go time! Pokemon Go time! To explore every nook and cranny. Exactly! And like right now, every nook and cranny is food! Food me! Hold on, I'm catching a giraffe, which is a psychic normal type. Louis, what place you choose to eat often? Honestly, the place I choose the most is McDonald's, for real. Cause for me, it's convenience. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, though I totally wish. It'd be great. What was your question, large Italian? It is extremely pertinent that you tell me the brand of socks. Oh, that wasn't a question. Did you ask a question? After that. Jay, I just want to stop by and say thanks for laughing with the crew when I was younger. I remember being 9 and watching the Black Ops 2 hiding vids, and now I'm going to graduate high school. Appreciate it, man. Yo, I'm glad that, like, you enjoyed the videos. I just wish your parents were there to say, no, you can't watch this shit and slap you in the back of the head 15 times. But I am glad that you did get to see our videos. And hopefully, you learned to not, listen, this is very important, to not be un shithead, alright? Don't be a shithead. For real. What's up, Desi? Red. Honestly, either or. It doesn't matter to me. Did you mess? Did you? And if you did, why did you make that mistake? What's my favorite song? I don't have a favorite song. I don't. There's never a song that I'm like, oh, fuck. If I don't know what to listen to, I'll listen to this. Hold on. My Rayquaza's fighting a Hitmontop. Type advantage. He's fucking wrecked. He used breaking swipe and dropped his attack. Dude, for not being very fucking effective, you are slapping the shit on my Rayquaza. Dude, right? Shadow or Mega Rayquaza's coming out. Last stream, I had you on the background while I was doing stuff and having you describe the things you found funny, then pissing yourself laughing was very entertaining. I'm gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna stay tuned in. What was I talking about, gorgeous? Gorgeous Bam. What was I talking about? I don't know that much Spanish, best gamer, but I know a little bit of it. Wolfenstein. You remind me. You remind me of a family member, like a cousin I haven't seen in years. Dude, I'm probably as old as two of your 20-year-old cousins combined times 50. What's up, Bledged and Siri? Ela! Food! No, the sun won't blow up. I'm gonna give it the charge it needs from some of the atoms in my body, and it will be powered for billions of millennia. Alright, let me see. Am I done with my stuff? Oh, they knocked my Pokemon out of the gym! Good. Yes, food. Yo, you guys, do you ever smell so bad that you smell like how do you say, a dumpster fire that's rained on and a bunch of cats peed inside? You guys ever smell like that? Yes, no? Yes, no? No? Okay. Me either then. Me fucking either. Fritzer, good luck with that, dude. Even I don't play. Even I don't play Xbox 360. I'm attending school to be a commercial driver. So you're gonna like make commercials or be in them? Dude, I'm on Minecraft 3. Yo, in California, peace out, DC. In California, it's gonna get hit by a big ass storm, apparently, okay? Wait, am I working on becoming a cop? I'm working on copping your mom's ass. Oh, that's cupping, huh? Relax! It was a joke, dude. You know what I hate? Here we go. Here we go. Let's talk about this. You know what I hate, right? Like, look, I say a lot of mean things, right? Or things that are off. And I don't really find that to be a problem. Okay? I don't find that to be a problem because everyone has their own taste in things, you know? And some things, like, which they'll say is dark humor, right? it's looked down upon and it's frowned on. And there's like a lot of those YouTubers nowadays that are kind of like, I used to be like that, but I grew up and I changed. And like, I really would love to put them all to the test. I would love to put those people that say like they don't like to make fun of a bunch of fucking things that aren't politically correct, right? I would love to like put them in front of a comedian, and then the comedian just say their normal jokes, do the normal routine, whether it's dark humor or shit that's not politically correct, right? I would love for that to happen. And then if they laugh, they get slapped for lying. Okay? Right? They get like fucking Omega electrocuted for some dumb shit. It's like, why did you say you're not into that stuff? Why did you say you changed? Why did you say you grew? You didn't find that shit funny. Like, dude, if people don't like that you make jokes like that, like look on TV, right? Look on TV right now, you know, South Park still exists. Simpsons still exists. Family Guy still exists. Right? They just kind of brought Futurama back. And what happens if you don't like those shows? You don't watch them. Right? I just feel like that's how it should be with people. If you don't like their fucking humor, then fucking don't talk to them. Whether they're doing it to hurt people's feelings or not. They're making fun of people or not. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's like teasing, cause like when like your little cousins, like you have little brothers and sisters, right? And they have that little belly, and you're calling them chunky, or you're saying they're fat, right? It's like it's okay for you to do it, cause they're babies. Oh, look at his fat cheeks, look at his fat little arms. It's like, and like some people might get really mad if I like, don't say that. And there's some people that are just like, who cares? So to me, I'd go with the who cares crowd. Not because like I'm being like insensitive, and I think people should get thick skin. I used to think about that whole thick skin thing, right? Like everyone, the world is fucking soft. And I'm thinking it's not that the world is soft, it's just some people are. And it should be like, it shouldn't be frowned upon if some people like some shit like that and some people don't. Or am I like tripping out? Hmm? Oh yeah, he does look like a plague doctor. Chroma, I'm not gonna play anything tonight but Zelda. But as I say that as I'm playing Pokemon Go on my phone. See, but also to like saying that there are too many snowflakes, that is like a tease and all that stuff too, in and of itself, right? But I mean, I don't know. I find that shit funny. Like I find a lot of like dark humor jokes funny. And it's not because I'm like, fuck, I need to be considered evil in order to laugh at them. I just think it's funny. Like, honestly, look. I had a teacher in 2nd grade, and she was mean. They called her, or they called her. Her real name was Miss Combat. It wasn't like Mortal Kombat. It wasn't like that. But it was Miss Combat. And she was really, really mean. Like, you know, there's just some teachers that talk like mean and strict to you for no reason. And she was one of those. She was white. She was old. She had like, she kind of had the body, the build of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, the animated one, in her octopus form, right? And her hair was like that, but no, she had like the Napoleon Dynamite like aunt hair, right? And she was the kind of teacher that like I never did anything wrong in that class. Not that warranted anything that like of what she said. So the bell rang, and you know when you're playing with the balls, like if you take a ball out for like recess, you got to bring it back to the class. And a lot of the balls had like your teacher's initials on them, or like, you know, they drew like a symbol or something on the balls. And we had these big ass red dodgeballs, right? The big red bouncy balls. So anyways, there was a ball behind me, and it wasn't our ball. So I left it there. And we all had to stand in line. So after recess, we all stand in line. And we're standing in line. Yeah, as we're standing in line, she like walks past to make sure everyone's there in the class. Then she walks to class, right? So I'm standing there. The ball's like a foot away from me. I'm the last person in line, and for no reason, she's all like, "Pick up that ball!" to me, and I stood there because like I'm just kind of like, oh, I know she's not talking to me because we have all our balls accounted for. There was like 6 in the class, and I think everyone had all 6 balls. And when you have all the balls, you hold them above your head, so when she's walking by, she can see that all the balls are there, right? So she's like, "Pick up the ball!" And I'm just like kind of just standing there, like kind of, ooh, she's fucking yelling at someone. But I'm the last one in line, but she's behind me, so who the fuck she talking to? And I'm thinking she's talking to like some other kid from another line, but it was me. It was me. So then I'm just like, she's like, "I'm talking to you," and I turned around, like, and I look at her, and I was like, "Me?" She's like, "Yes, you. Who else do you think I'm talking to?" And I'm kind of like, "What the fuck?" So I'm like, "What ball?" She's like, "That one." I was like, "That's not our ball." And she goes, "Yes, it is. I know my rating." So I went over there and I grabbed it, and I picked it up, and like I'm flipping it around to show her, and it belonged to another teacher. And I was like, "See," I was like, "This isn't our ball." And she goes, "Yeah, you're right. Go put it back where it belongs then, and hurry up because we need to go." And I'm just kind of thinking like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, it wasn't even my ball. Like, I'm a kid. I'm in 2nd grade. So I'm like, I'm kind of getting yelled at. I'm not scared, but it's like, dude, I'm not liking you. Like, this was uncalled for. You didn't need to yell at me, right? You didn't need to fucking yell at me. So anyways, a few days later, she's wheeling in like the TV, the cart, right? Because we're gonna watch an episode of Reading Rainbow that was recorded on a VHS tape, and we're gonna watch that on a VHS. Sorry, VHS. Okay, VSR. The fuck. VHS tape in a VCR. Okay, so as she's pushing the cart, normally the genders or the custodians would bring them in, like they would help out. But she went to go get it from the classroom next door, so she told us to behave and stuff. So we did, right? We were supposed to behave. I'll tell you another story about 2nd grade that's gross that I just thought about that I remembered, but later, okay, later. So anyways, she went next door, and then we could see her coming back like through the windows, like wheeling the TV. So she pushes the little cart where the TV's like being wheeled in, and these are those big ass box TVs, okay? Those are big ass box TVs. So she pushes the cart, and it goes like, how there's like a little step that goes over the door. So the step goes over, right? Like, or the first wheels go over that step, and then the back wheels get stuck. And when they get stuck, she smashes her face in the TV, and she goes, "Hoo-ah!" There's no oof. There's no ouch. She just straight up goes, "Hoo-ah!" The thing is, we started laughing. Like, I started laughing a lot. Not because like I was mad at her and I remember her yelling at me. It looked funny. Her body stopped moving, but her head started bending back, and her cheek was like smashed into the TV. Like, I had a perfect view. And the way she said, "Hurrah!" like, was kind of like, what the fuck? So I couldn't stop laughing, right? Like, it's just like, everyone was laughing though. And she goes, "If you guys don't stop laughing this instant, you're going to get 10 minutes off of your recess." And everyone kept laughing. And she goes, "Stop it now or you're going to get 15. And we were just laughing. And so it's like, I don't know what she expected us to do. Again, it's not like, I don't think like at least over 20 of us in that class were told to, hey, whenever you see someone hurt or in distress, laugh at them. Right? And I'm going to be honest, when I watch Looney Tunes or like even not Looney Tunes but like Tom and Jerry, when I watch cartoons like that and like the characters got hurt, I didn't I didn't think it was funny. Not because it was like, oh my gosh, like Bugs Bunny put his fingers into the shotgun barrel, and then when Elmer Fudd pulled the trigger, it blew up in his face. That's so hilarious. That's comical. I didn't find that funny. Not because I was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Right? I just didn't find it funny because to me it wasn't funny. Things that made me laugh was my second grade teacher pushing a cart through the door frame and it getting caught and her smacking her face into it, making that ugly noise with the face she had. That was funny. What was funny was when my aunt would tell us when we're having a sleepover, all right, it's time for you guys to go to bed. And then we would start like hitting each other with pillows and being real loud. And then we hear her coming into the room. And then one of us would be like, stop hitting me. And like put our hand up like we're scared of the other one. And then her just making a judgment call going, I trust you. And then slapping the cousin that wasn't really doing anything. And we're laughing. That's funny. Like shit like that was like funny stuff to me. Even if I wasn't a part of it. Even if it was like my older cousins doing some dumb shit like hurting each other. And then someone was crying. It was funny. And it's like, it's not because it's like, oh, we were miserable or anything like that. Like, no, because I still laugh at some dumb stuff. Like, you know, like little jokes that, you know, like I said, one of my favorite jokes are about, what was it? What do you call a boomerang that doesn't work? And it's just a stick. Like things like that, right? Like that kind of makes me laugh. But, I guess what I was saying is, I feel like the world is filled with a lot of miserable people. And things they find, like, look, I'm not going to go around making people smack their face into a TV so I can laugh. And I don't walk around crossing my fingers hoping someone smashes their face into a TV so I can laugh. I'm just saying that shit makes me laugh. You know what I mean? Melon, no, but I have a story about a cousin who, so check this out. I went to my cousin's house, right? When I was younger, I used to love spending the night at my cousin's house. And one of my cousins from my aunt, like, there's a lot of brothers and sisters here. And one day we went to, I came late. It was like around, for us, like, you know, when you're younger, it was like 8 o'clock at night. So it's like, that means we're not going to be able to stay up late. Or that much. Like, we're not going to be able to stay up for a long time because I'm already late. And like everyone's like already gonna be tired and stuff, so we're not staying up late. We're probably like 9, 8-ish. But I went to my cousin's house, and then I was like, dude, it smells like shit. And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, it smells like shit. So they're like, oh, it's probably in the closet. And then when I open up the closet, there was just a piece of shit on a piece of lined paper there. In the middle of lined paper. It was about like it was only about like the size of a Snickers bar. But it was like a lighter brown. But for no reason it was there. And it's like, what the fuck is this about? My cousins are like, well, someone lost a bet. It's like, I don't even know, like right now to this day, I don't even know what they were betting on. Like the loser has to like shit on this, or maybe they were betting like whoever shits on a piece of paper first wins something. Like I don't even fucking know what happened. I just know that it was because someone lost a bet. And there was just a piece of shit in the middle of a lined piece of paper in my cousin's closet, just on the floor. You guys want me to tell you like a little like, damn it, an ad popped up. Hold on. I'll wait for the ad to go away. Let me tell you another story. When I was in 5th grade, okay? You guys here? I was in 5th grade. Let me know when you guys are all here, okay? Because I don't want to start telling the story if you guys aren't here. So I'll just wait a little bit. Let me know when you guys are here. Hold on. Okay, hold on here. I'll black screen it for right now. On sleep mode. Alright. You guys here? Alright, so remember I told you about the teacher, second grade. Her name was Miss Combat. No, again, not like Mortal Kombat. It wasn't like that at all. JJJ. Triple J! Not double J. Jeff Jarrett, but Triple J. Jeff Jarrett Jill. LMAO, you mad funny, bro. The boomerang joke. Yeah, like, see, like, sometimes, like, simple jokes are funny, man. Like, you don't need to get all elaborate with them. But, okay. Let me see. Okay. So, oh, that same teacher, Miss Combat, check this out. We were going on a field trip. We were going on a field trip to the National City Police Department, okay? We were going to the National City Police Department to go on a field trip, you know, just to go to, like, a precinct. To just see what it's like, you know? And my dad knew that we were going on a field trip, so he gave me a $100 bill, right? Give me a $100 bill. And, I remember I was showing, like, my friends. I was showing my friends at, like as we were like lining up to go on the bus. I was telling them about it, and then when we got off the bus, I guess someone had like let Miss Combat know that I had that money, and she told me to hand it to her because that's too much money and it could get lost. So I fucking gave it to her, right? And I gave her the $100 bill because I was thinking, oh, maybe she's gonna hold it and stuff. And then she handed it to, which I think if my memory's not like fucking like fucked up, which is almost impossible, I think her son, who was like in his 20s, was on that trip, like kind of helping out, right? Like chaperoning. But I remember him like being there. And I remember everyone saying that's his son, or that's her son, that's her son. And so I was kind of like, dude, she took my money. Then after school, I asked her for my money back. I was like, hey, like, you know, because that was going to be used to, like, for us to buy our lunch, but we got provided a lunch and everything in case, like, we needed it. My dad told me that, like, yo, if you need to buy lunch or food, like, here's a $100 bill. And so I asked her for it after school. I was like, hey, can I have my $100 bill back? And she was all like, if it was really yours, you're going to have to ask your parents to get it. And I'm kind of thinking, like, what the fuck? So I told my dad, right? I told my dad about it. And then I remember, like, my dad and her kind of beefed. Because I waited for her outside. Or I waited for, like, my dad outside the gates, like we normally would. And then he came with my mom. And then I go, Dad. And he's like, come on, let's go. And I was like, no, Dad. I was like, my teacher took my $100. And he's like, for what? And I said, she said that it was too much. And he's like, okay. And he had a bike. My dad would ride me home on a bike from time to time. Okay. And so he put the bike up against the fence. And he told some random, like, 5th grader, he's like, watch that bike, boy. Hey, boy, watch that bike. And the guy, like, the kid looked at my dad kind of like, okay. But, like, the guy left. The kid left. He didn't really stay there. My dad told him to watch the bike. And then he goes, please. And then, like, we walk away, okay? So we're walking. We're going to the class. And then he knocks on Miss Combat's door. And then she doesn't say anything. And then he taps on the window. And he sees her. She's like, I'm coming. And then he goes, you have my son's money? And she goes, yes, you shouldn't be giving your son this much money. He's like, if I have the money and I give my son my money, this is his money. And I don't expect you or anyone to take it from him, because the money I give my son is what I give my son, not for my son to give it to you. And she's like, well, I just thought it was too much. And he goes, do you think my son's smart? And she goes, yes. Do you think my son knows how to count? She goes, yes. Well, we go over money in our house. And he knows how much $100 is. And he knows what he can buy with $100. I gave him $100 because my son is also polite. And I've taught him manners. So if his friends couldn't afford a lunch on this field trip, or they wanted to buy something, I gave my son this money to treat his friends. Because we went to a police station. I don't know what he's going to buy there. And he goes, and my dad tells her, it doesn't matter if you're going to the park, if you're going to the swimming pool. If there's a place for their snacks and there's money that can be spent, I gave it to my son for those reasons. If an ice cream truck is going by and you guys can stop it and get the kids some treats, this was for my son to do that. Now, you said that you believe he's smart, then he should be smart enough to spend $100, especially if he can count to 100. And then she was like, well, you shouldn't be giving him $100 anyways. And he goes, and you shouldn't be taking it. And then, like, we left. We left, and I'm just like, oh, dude, my dad is, like, pretty cool, dude. Like, everyone always talks about his combat being scary and stuff like that. And my dad was just like, heck no. Like, no, I'm not scared. And I'm not standing for this. So, one of the next things, right? One of the next things that happened. Oh, no, we got the money back. We got the money back. No, I think, though, honestly, if I'm being real, I think she was hoping that I'd forget about it. And that she'd have, like, a free 100. Like, I think she was trying to, like, legit jack me. I hated the way her son took that dollar, too. I know it's a detail that I might add in the end, and, like, it's just because, like, it's a memory that I'm remembering as I'm telling the story. But I remember him going, like, oh, let's go buy some stuff, like, kind of as a joke, and he looked back and did, like, a little wink, like, you know, like, well, we're not going to spend your money, kid. But it's like, I just didn't feel right about it, you know? He's like, nah, dude. It doesn't feel right. But, okay. The other story. Let's go up 3 more years to 5th grade. Okay? Adrian, I gave the money back to my dad. Like, because that was it. It was for the field trip. And that same year was the year that my dad dressed as a vampire. Like fucking Dracula, all sick like. And I went as an Easter rabbit. Alright, pause for the story real quick for fun mix time. He says, Louis, question. Not related to story, but do you have the same problem like Brian/Terrorizer with people says do the voice? I don't, it doesn't bother me. Look, whenever I'm live, if I'm in person or on the street, like when people ask me to like do the voice, it doesn't bother me. It's like a lot of my actions, if you notice, are like 50-50. The only thing you can consider consistent about the way I do things, like the way I respond to people, and I'm not talking about like in terms of like, you know, like, oh, you're going to tell me the truth right now? 50-50. No, I mean like it's like if you say, hi, Louis, sometimes I'm going to be like, oh, what's up? And you go, hi, Louis. Shut up, bitch. Like, you know, you can consistently know that it's just going to be like a fucking coin toss of like just the response. For the most part, though, like, you know, you can get heads in the row a lot. So I'll just be like, hi, 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 hi. But every now and then it's going to be tails and I'll be like, what the fuck, you dumb bitch? Right? So it doesn't bother me when people ask me. Sometimes I'll do it and sometimes I don't. The reason why I don't do it a lot of the times, though, it's because I don't want it to be like a thing where anyone can just walk up to me and be like, hey, Louis, do the voice. Hi. Hey, Louis, do the voice. Okay. hey Louis, like it's just like I don't do it for that reason. And a lot of the times, look, when you see the Squeaker Squad IRL series, right? When I was doing the voice, I feel like I have a lot of Marvel powers, okay? All right? I feel like I have a lot of Marvel powers. Good night, Van. Thanks for stopping by. Like, I feel like one of my abilities would be if I'm doing or saying something, people don't hear me. So let's just say I'm walking right behind Reclaimer. And Reclaimer has this fucking gross ass mole behind his ear that looks like an eyeball is peeking out of it with 15 eyelashes that are all different colors. Right? And then I'm walking with a friend. And instead of me just saying something like, ew, look at that shit behind that guy's head. Or like, ew, what the hell is that? Like, that's like, I feel like that's the way the normal people like would say stuff if like they're kind of grossed out or disgusted or like, they see something abnormal or, they're just going to talk shit in general. It would just be like, oh, look at that. You remember that Austin Power movie when he's like, Mo, and he just keeps saying, Mo. It's about that dude's mole. How it's like ugly and shit. Yeah, like sometimes it's like, hey. And it's like, what? My friend's like walking around, I was like, what? And it's just like, I'll fucking bring it around to like, let's just say to that day my friend was looking for his keys. And it's like, did you ever find your keys? And it's like, nah, man. Like, fuck, I looked everywhere. I looked under the couch. I asked my mom. I looked in her butt. Like, I couldn't find the keys at all. And I'm like, well, if you just borrowed that guy's eye right there, I'm pretty sure you'd find them. He could see it for you. And it's like, what eye? And they look, like, ew, what the fuck? And then they would look at me like, Louis, shh, don't say that. Oh my gosh, what the fuck is it? And it's kind of like, I've been like invincible and invisible that no one's ever heard me ever say anything. Right? I do that a lot. Like, I make astute observations all the fucking time. And I just talk about them. And sometimes, like, I'll say shit like that. Like, yo, it's like, there was this girl one time, right? She looked like a trash bag, okay? She was wearing leather. And she was fat. And she was laying down on the grass by a tree. And then I said, who left their fucking trash bag here? Like, who left their trash here? And then, like, my friends were with me. They started laughing. And then they go, dude, like, shut up. She's going to hear you. And it's like, it doesn't matter anyway. She's garbage. Like, but she did look like a hefty trash bag. You know what I mean? But it's like, to me, yes, maybe I am laughing at that person's expense. But they didn't hear me. And I'm not saying that it's a good thing or a bad thing. But if we legitimately got a hefty trash bag, filled it with trash, and sat it right next to her, from the angle that I was walking, you legit couldn't tell the difference. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So whenever I say things that to some people are mean, I might be selfish because I think I'm being clever. I feel I'm being clever. Like, I'm like, dude, these are things that are relatable. These are things that, like, I see. I'm going to say it to someone. And when I do, they laugh. But a lot of the times I was like, look, shh, dude, he's looking at us. His nose is touching your nose. What the fuck are you doing talking shit about him like this? And I'm always like, dude, they don't hear me. So I know this is spanning from the whole voice thing. But what I was trying to say is, whenever I did the voice for the Squeaker Squad IRL, no one heard me. No one was looking around. Like, how many people did you see me walk up to? I wasn't one of those influencers that are like, hi, can I have one of these? And as soon as they hand it to me, it's like, yeah, can I get one more? And then I go, thank you. Like, I don't do that and then walk away and have someone record the reaction like, what the fuck? Did his voice just do that? Like, what just happened to that guy? Huh? And then I walk back up to him going like, oh, it's just for a video. Like, the camera guy is like right there. Is it cool if I like put you on? You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't like doing that. I don't like bringing that kind of attention. So what's up, Ben? So again, if like if I say something a lot of the times in that voice, I do it to do it when I want to do it, and it's just random. Sometimes I'll do it for fans. Sometimes I won't. But again, I don't. It's not like I get mad. I never get mad because look, if someone's reaching out to someone that they watch, like I know at one point I was really big, right? In terms of like my popularity. And when someone sees like I know what it's like. Look, when I didn't meet Gordon Ramsay like per se. He walked behind me as I was washing my hands in a restaurant. And Gordon Ramsay's a dude that I would like to like talk to, hang out with. He's one of those celebrities I'd be like, dang, he'd be sick. But I was washing my hands and I was legitimately done. Like I only needed like to like when you do that last rinse, I only needed to like rub my hands like one more time, once or twice, and then like get a paper towel and dip. And I wasn't gonna be like, oh, let me all of a sudden have to go pee so I can delay this. And then let me have to wash my hands again and catch him next to the sink just so I can say hi to him. I was like, worst timing, I'm already done and the water's out. Fuck. And I can see him. And he just says, excuse me, it's like, pardon me, as he's walking by. And I'm just like, fuck. And he's super tall. He's super tall. And I'm just like, damn. Fucking, I wanted to, like, this is like I said, this is one of the dudes I would like to, like, talk to. And, like, like, dude, I love your stuff, man. I would love to try your cooking. But I wouldn't want to talk to him, like, in a line, unless I was just saying, like, hey, do you mind if I get a picture? Like, excuse me, do you mind if I get a picture? And then as we're taking the picture, I'd be like, thank you very much. I know he knows at this point that I know who he is and what he does. So if I'm asking to take his picture, it's because I'm acknowledging, like, who he is. Not saying that, like, I'm fucking like, oh my gosh, you're Gordon Ramsay and stuff like that. Like, yes, I am. Take the picture and go. It's just because I'm like that to a way fucking lesser extent. For the fraction of popularity that I have of him, I can understand that it's like, you know who I am, you know what I do. I'm not gonna be like, hey, Gordon Ramsay, cook me some beef Wellington. Cause like Hell's Kitchen, it's always beef Wellington. You got like a deep fryer in your back pocket? You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that shit. So it's just like I would ask for a picture just so I could fucking have a picture to show that, hey, I ran into this dude and I know he knows that I know. Otherwise, why the fuck would I ask him for a picture? That's not like common, right? But just as a side note, influencers are trying to make stupid shit like that common. Like, when they're pretending to like work at like a store, they work at like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, or it's like you can make anyone famous because you walk up to them like, oh my gosh, and like you're like, can you mind if I get a picture? And like they just do that to like make people feel popular, just like you make a video like, all right, today we're gonna make people feel popular by walking up to them like, oh dude, and we're gonna start taking pictures with them and stuff, right? So I feel like, yeah, that's like a thing, right? Where I don't want to do that. Like that's one thing like I don't want to do. Like either when you hear me talk shit on my chat, it's people that are just fucking shitheads. Like just idiot kind of people. And then if I'm out in the street or I'm walking around with someone and I see someone less fortunate than me, or like even someone that's really rich but like they have a fucked up haircut, and it's like, dude, why did you pay for that? And then we start making up stories like, all right. So maybe his son has his cheek fused to his right shoulder, his right elbow is bent up to his chin, his left arm looks like he's doing the yes. So it's stuck like permanently to his left rib cage, and his left hand has his fingers backwards, and he wanted to cut his dad's hair. And that whole story is why that guy's hair looks like that. Does he have a son? I don't fucking know. But as long as you articulate that thought without really stuttering or fumbling your words, that story becomes kind of funny because you're picturing that. You know what I mean? So like, if you hear me like laugh, if you hear me laugh at a lot of the things, like the stories that I'm saying, and they might not be funny to you, look, I'm not saying this for real. I'm not saying this because I'm laughing because I think that it's funny only. It's like I'm laughing because I think I only understand it. Okay? And you're not visualizing as much as I am. And obviously you're not as funny because I'm kidding. But yes, Vados, this is for Black Screen, for Black Lives Matter. But dude, I honestly feel like the main thing about like trying to appease people with like, you know, with their comedy or like what they say and stuff, it's not who I am. It's not who I am, and the reason why I laugh again at everything is just because it's funny. Like voice cracks. Let me tell you a story about a voice crack one time. So I grew up in the ghetto, okay? I grew up in the ghetto where there's a bunch of gangsters. And by gangsters, I'm talking about more of the Latino ones. Like the, hey, what's up, fool? Where you going? Hey, what up, saying? Let me see your chain, way. What's up? Let me see your Nikes, homie. What's up? Where you going, dog? You know, and you're just kind of like, fuck, man, I'm only 4 years old. The fuck? Right? So, there was this time. My childhood friends were scared of them, dude. Like, for real. They would try to walk around the busiest streets because they felt like if there was a lot of people or even cars, they'd rather run into a fucking car in the street if they saw a gangster walking on the same sidewalk as us. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, delirious gangster. But like I felt like my friends were like, there was just no reason for them. Like I'll tell you two stories. One of my friends fucking abandoned me one time, but before that one, we were walking, and there's a cul-de-sac that led to one of the entrances to our apartments. So these apartments we lived at were really fucking project-like. There was a lot of them. There was like 4 units on the bottom and 4 units on top. Okay, but they had all these things everywhere. All right, and we're walking out of those apartments, and I had moved from this area to another part of the ghetto where there was only 4. All right, 2 on the bottom, 2 on top. So we're walking that area, and then we see like these cholos. One's like walking, and the other one's on a bike, and he's chilling on the bike, right? And then the dude on the bike leans over, and he's going slow, like too slow, where it's like, I don't even know how you're balanced. But it's because he wanted to check us, which is like the, what's up, where you from? Like that kind of thing, right? So he's on his bike, and he leaned over, and he said, what's up, fool? This is Olden Boys. And like, saying like the sect of their gang. So like there's the main gang, but these were like a little sect of it. And when he said that, he fucking fell over on his bike, and he went like the bike went to the right, and he fell on the floor hard. And like I just started laughing, but I think he was too fucked up to like say anything. And the other friend was kind of like, he heard me laughing, so he's like, what's up, where you from? And then we start laughing a lot, dude. It was like that moment, like for real, like a cheesy cartoon where like the bully has like his pants pulled down and his little dick's like showing. So it's like you're not getting out of this one. So it's just like, the thing is, the dude like covered his mouth and his neck, like, oh no, that did not just happen. At that time, we were in high school. We were in 10th grade. So we're like 15. We're like 15. Yeah, 15 at the time. And these dudes were probably like 17, 18. And like fucking one beefed it. And he's on the floor like, oh. And then so we're walking away laughing. And you just hear the other guy go like, oh, fool. I hurt my leg. Dude, if one of them had a gun, we would have been dead on sight, bro. There was just no way, but because like what happened was dude fell, probably got a concussion cuz he kind of landed like on his face. And then the other dude like fucking had a voice crack which paralyzed him. He just like stood there like frozen and shit. Ricky, this was in National City, a city in San Diego, one of the poorest ever. All right. So one of those friends, right? One of those two friends that were with me that day. One of them, we were walking. We were younger this time. We were younger. We're probably like sixth grade. So we're like 11, 12-ish. And in our apartments, there's like a lot of mazes. Like, there's one area that leads to, like, the basketball courts, which the basketball courts lead out to that cul-de-sac. Or if you go to the right, instead of going straight to the basketball courts, if you go to the right, you walk where this brick wall is to your left, and you have to walk up, like, 2 flights of stairs, which have, like, 4 each. And after that, it leads to, like, this big, like, driveway. And if you guys were here, like, this big, like, area where, like, the maintenance vehicles will go through and stuff, it's not for the public. But it's just for like around the apartments and stuff. If you guys were here like probably like a week or two ago, that's when I explained or I told the story where a bird shit on my upper lip when I was playing catch with my friend. Oh, actually no, I think I said this on Instagram stream. Maybe I did say it here. I think I did say it on both actually now that I think about it. Yeah, like fucking my friend threw a football. I was looking up to catch it. I saw like the bird fly, like I saw the bird like cover the sun for like a second. It was like hard to see, but I caught the ball, and at the same time as I caught it, it just had the above my upper lip and like almost in my nose and around my mouth and like on the side of my cheek. It was a big ass fucking bird shit that landed on my face. Well, I was like, and I had my face up, and I didn't want to look down. Because, like, I didn't want it to, like, drip and shit. But, yeah, I ran to my house. It was probably, like 50 steps. So I was, like, running and fucking went down some stairs, went up some stairs, went to my bathroom and fucking got that white glob shit off my face. But, alright. So, anyways, the stairs that led to where a bird shitted on my face, okay? So we're walking. I told you it's, like, maze-like. And the thing is, we're walking and there's fences. We're walking. No, but we're walking, right? And there's a fence to our left, which is like a bunch of trees and bushes that we would call the bushes. Because we would, even though there was mostly trees, there's only one bush, but we called it the bushes. And we played G.I. Joes and Jurassic Park toys in there and fucking Batman and shit. So we had, like, that was to our left. To our right was the apartments. And then when you get to like where you're gonna make the intersection, where you're gonna get to the part where you go straight to the basketball court, or right to like the bird shit area, you're already making the right. Like it kind of curves in a weird angle, so you have to go to the right. Once we went to the right, we made the choice to go to the right. You can't see what's there. When we did it, we see 4 gangsters on the stairs, and now. If you know the drill, you know that you don't turn around and walk away. Because if you turn around and walk away, they're going to follow you and ask you, why did you walk away? Or what's up? What are you hiding? Why are you scared? So it's like, fuck. So it's like me and my bitch ass friend, who's legit like Milhouse from The Simpsons, okay? So we're just walking. And he's like, let's turn around. And I'm like, we can't, dude. I was like, just walk straight. And he like, just go straight, just through them and stuff like that. He's like, but, and I was like, dude, just walk straight. So like, hey, what's up? And they were drinking and smoking weed. And I was like, what's up? And like I said, we're in 6th grade. So like these guys are like 15, 16, 17, 18ish, right? But we're like fucking 7th graders, 6th graders. And then they asked my friend, like, hey, what up? You want a swig? Like, and it was like a fucking 40. And then he was like, nah, but he might. And he points to me, and they look at me like, oh, you drink or what? And I'm like, nah, I don't. They're like, come on, try some. And then like, I'm like, all right. So I start reaching over for it. I'm like, psych. And then like, they're like, he's cool, you know. And I was like, I can't, dude. I was like, I'm going to church. And they started laughing. They're like, hey, drink some of that communion wine. And it's like, yeah, all right. But like, for sure. You know, it's like walking past them and shit, like just being cool. Thinking that like, hopefully they're not thinking I'm trying to be too cool and they try to fuck me up. Because then I didn't want to get, like, I would have went to juvenile hall and shit like that and probably tried as an adult for murder and stuff like that. Because I would have like fucked up 4 dudes and curb stomped all of them on the stairs. But I decided not to. I played it cool. And when I got to the top of the stairs, like I told you, there's like 2 rows of like 4. Or 2 sets of 4. So when I went up and I looked to the left, my friend is like fucking 20 yards, 50 yards away. And then he's like, what happened? And it's like, bitch, you ran. Like, what the fuck? Like, this dude just fucking dipped. Like, it's like, what a fucking bitch. Like, this dude has always been a bitch. And I don't even talk to this bitch anymore. Because this bitch was a bitch. Like, for real, this motherfucker had always been like a coward-ass bitch. Not even kidding. But, yeah, I'm just like, I was like, what happened? And then we kept walking, and I was like, oh. I was like, you know what they did? And he's like, what? And when I kept walking, I put my foot in between his foot, and I fucking pushed him, and he tripped him. And I was like, that bitch. And he's like, dude, what the heck? And you know, he did have pants, and I felt bad because we were poor. And he ripped them. He ripped them because his shoe got caught, like they were baggy. His shoe got caught in the front of it, and it pulled forward, and it kind of ripped like where the shin is at. But the thing is, it's cause he fucking, like, I don't know, he's a bitch. And oh yeah. He what did he say? Yeah, I think I did call him a bitch actually. I did call him a bitch. I was like, you fucking left me, bitch. And he's like, no, I'm not. And he tried to get all like cool, brave, and he pushed me. And because he pushed me, I tripped him. That's what like started it. It wasn't because like I fucking wanted to push him, but it's like, yeah, I called him a bitch. And then like, cause I was annoyed, dude. I was annoyed. It's like, what a fucking loser ass. Like, he just left me with some forward shoulders. I'm not asking him to like throw his body in like it was a fucking grenade in the middle of World War II, and I needed him to take it in his stomach, you know, and all the shrapnel. It's just like, dude, like, I've always helped you and been there for you when like, you were getting fucking bullied in school or by like the other neighborhood kids. Like, I stepped in to help you and stuff. And then like right now I'm just telling you, go straight, dude, play it cool, we'll be chill. You fucking leave me. He goes, you ask him if he like he wants to drink, dude. I'm sure he would really like to consume some of your alcoholic beverage. What's up, George? Wow, dank man. Put the guns away, dude. What's up, Sergio? Yeah, like right now, it's story time at the moment. We're just talking about shit. All right. I told you. Let me tell you about 5th grade, okay? 5th grade, all right? Kind of very similar story to the 2nd grade. There was another teacher. Well, actually, we called them noon supervisors. You know the people that watch over you guys when you're on the playground and shit, right? Which story? Do you know what, Vanos? I've never seen Superbad. I've never seen those movies. I've never seen Superbad. I've never seen Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Like, I've never seen like those movies that came out around that time. I've never seen them. Like, I didn't really like get the McLovin joke when people were saying that, and everyone thought that was like fucking hilarious. What do you want me to do? Dive in front of his spit? Yeah, like, nah, this guy was like for real. He was a bitch ass. He was the opposite of the friend I told you about, Vanos, Edgar. What's up, John Huh? Matulak. So the other story, right? When I was in 5th grade, okay? She there was this teacher. She looked evil too. She had a huge white afro. She was white. She had like a sharp nose that was long and really pointy. She looked like a villain, like for real. Like she couldn't hide it. And her name was Flo. They called her Flo. All right. And in 5th grade, for me, Pogs were really big and marbles. Pogs and marbles were really, really big. And my friends, we were like, and I were playing, marbles. And there was this kid, Dante. There was Dante. And everyone was scared of Dante because I was in 5th grade. And I wasn't in this school yet. But when he was in 4th grade, he beat a 6th grader up. So this kid had like a legend behind him, okay? Like, dude, that's Dante. Like, dude, he's the 6th grade slayer. You know, like, he doesn't care how big anyone is, how old anyone is. He will fight and beat anyone up. So I'm just like, they're like, don't, like, they told me this, you know, when I came to 5th grade. Like I said, this is a whole new school for me. And my cousins went there. I had 2 cousins that went there. No, three. I had 3 cousins that went there, and we're all in different grades, except, so one cousin was he had a teacher named Mr. Doyle. My 5th grade teacher was Miss Hudson. My cousin who was in my grade at the time, 5th grade, I don't remember what her teacher's name was. And then my other, actually, no, my guy cousin and another, like their other brother and sister were like in kindergarten and 1st grade, and I don't know who their teachers were at all. So, they told me not to mess with Dante and stuff like that, you know, like not my cousins, but like the classmates and all that. And I had 2 friends there, like nerdy fucking friends. I had this friend named Elias, who was like this pretty white boy, like, and I don't fucking take it like out of context. I'm just saying, like, he's a pretty white boy, like, you know, he looked like he wore like button-up shirts, and he had his hair combed to the side. He looked almost like Harvey Dent, but with nice colored eyes. Like, you know, and all the girls are like, man, he's cute. Then I had this friend named Salvador de Chico. I always remember he had like this bowl haircut, and he had braces. And then, yeah, I was kind of like, these were my nerdy friends. I was cool with them. Then I had another friend named Francis. I became friends with another guy named Francis. And then I met this other dude named Mario. Yes, make your jokes, get them all out. And then I had another friend named Mario. Yes, make their jokes, get them all out. But the thing is, one Mario was big. Like, he looked like the dude from Recess. He was like big, but he was like a super like giggly, teddy bearish kind of dude. He didn't like want to fight and stuff, right? But he looked like if you made him mad, he would like stomp you out. Then, oh yeah, in my 5th grade class, we had 4th graders in there as well. It was like mixed. And I wasn't originally supposed to be in this class, but there was like no room in like the classrooms, like the classes and shit. But I remember there was this girl named Vicky who really liked me. There was a girl named Bridget that I thought was pretty, and in the end, she ended up like liking me and stuff. Like fucking, I don't know, man. I'm getting like a lot of memories and shit about fucking 5th grade, and I loved when it rained over there. Because inside the classrooms at that time was cool. And Lion King came out this year. Alright? Lion King came out this year. So anyways. We were playing marbles. And this is how we played marbles. Alright? We would get a popsicle stick. And we would press the very tip of it into the dirt. Like it had to be dirt. Not mud, not clay. It had to be dirt. And we made the hole the size of a marble. Like so a marble could fit in. But also so you can pick it up and pull it out easily. And the way we would play it, it's almost like gambling. But everyone would stand back like 10 feet, and they would all shoot their marble, and whoever was closest to the hole would go first. And then you go in order from there. So sometimes the trick was to not go close to the hole, because the reason why you didn't want to go to the hole is once your marble goes in the hole, you get what's called poison. And when your marble has poison, if you shoot someone's marble, the marble you shoot and you hit, you get to keep. So a lot of people will be like, let's play with our best marbles so you can collect people's best marbles. And that's how we played, right? We played marbles like that. So when we were playing marbles, that kid Dante came out of nowhere and kicked a lot of the marbles, and then the ones that didn't kick, he grabbed. And mine was one of the ones he grabbed. And dude, I collected marbles, and to this day, I have a sick ass red leather sack that has some of the best looking marbles in it. And maybe one day I will stream these marbles. All right? But I had fucking these marbles, okay? And I was fucking sick at it. Like I was like, dude, we had rainbows, like where you put your thumb down, like just put your thumb like if you're gonna shake someone's hand, you do that, right? But you put your thumb flat on the dirt on the ground, and you swipe your fingers across, like you make like an arc, and that was a rainbow. Okay, that's how you would shoot when you get the poison. All right. So, anyways, he took one of my fucking marbles, and we used to call these ones Ninja Turtles. Even though they were black, they had like red, orange, blue, purple, like little like if a paintbrush went on it, and they look cool, like a mini paintbrush. They look sick. And he took mine. And the one that I would play with, because it wasn't any of the main colors, it was this yellow one that was sick. And they called it Bumblebee. They was like, oh, I like your Bumblebee one. And that one was sick. But he took off with it. And I chased him, right? I chased him. And then when I was catching up to him, because I was faster than him, he fucking threw my marble over the fence into like the little kids' playground. But like he threw it in that direction. And then I was like, what the fuck? So when he did that, he looked at me and he's like, what's up now? And then like, he's like, what's up? Your marble's over there, bitch. And I'm kind of like, go get it. And then he's like, I'm not going to get shit. And then he came up to me and he tried to kick me. So I caught his foot and I pulled him toward me and I hit him with my fucking knee, like above his dick. And then when I hit him like that, I fucking hit him with my shoulder and we got into a fight. But I didn't like get beat up. He didn't even fucking hit me. But I made him cry. All right? And then Flo, Dante, the 6th grader. Welcome to Spare Change, dude. Dante fucking, he started crying, and then Flo comes out of nowhere going, blowing the whistle like, and everyone's like, oh! And then like she's coming out of nowhere, and she grabs me by my shirt and yanks me off. And then he's on the floor, like she grabs me by the shirt, yanks me up, and goes, you stand right there. You stand right there. And then she tells him, she's like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. But he's like crying. He's like, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm fine. And then like he starts running at me. She catches him. So, hey, stop. And then like this other teacher comes out of nowhere, and like she legit saw everything, and she starts saying what happened, that he tried to hit me. And then she goes, we'll let Mr. Hank, which is the principal, she'll let Mr. Hank decide what's going on. And she goes, you two boys should not be fighting. And then, boom, like a fucking movie, right? She gets hit with a big-ass orange basketball. I swear it was a basketball, but I feel like it could have been one of the red dodgeballs, but I think it was a basketball. But her head fucking whiplashes, like she got fucking taken out. Like by a sniper. And she goes, her glasses dramatically fly off, and she falls to the ground sideways, right? Like she falls to the ground sideways. And then like some of the kids are helping her, and look at, you know how I say I laugh at all that stuff? Honestly, I felt really bad for her. Like normally I would laugh, but this time I'm just like, and like, that sucks. And a lot of like the people are like, ah, oh, that's what Flo gets. Like, that's what she gets. Like, all the kids are laughing because like she got hit and she's mean. But when I saw her on the floor, like I went to go help her. And what made me feel even more sad was when I was helping her. You know how you feel those old people like loose skin, right? Like those old loose skin from old people. Well, I held her by her wrist. and like I was trying to pull her up by her right elbow and her right wrist, and like and some other kids were pushing her from the back. But yeah, dude, like I could feel her old arm and like her bones like deteriorating in my hands. Like the elbow felt so loose. She wasn't even fat either. Like she was really really skinny. And like, like the way she fell, and like her arms were just so pale. I could see like she was like a smurf because of her blue veins. But yeah, she was just like so old, but I felt really bad because she seemed so frail and shit. And she was way taller than me too at the time. But then when so like I said, I felt bad, right? And they took her to the nurse. They took her to the nurse, and everyone was asking like, "Who threw that? Who threw that?" And this one like kid had his hand up, and he's like, "I kicked it by accident." It probably was a dodgeball. It probably was a dodgeball, cause I for real remember the echo of the boom. But look, so I wasn't laughing about it, and normally I would laugh, and I didn't think I was because I was mature or anything. It looked like it fucking looked like she got shot more than hit. It didn't look comedic. It just looked like it fucking hurt. But again, that's not the reason why I didn't laugh. I just didn't laugh. But then we're having lunch, and then I'm overhearing this kid talk about it, like this other kid in another class talking about how Flo got hit, and I see him, and then like I guess he put like milk in his mouth, and and then he said like, and then she got hit like this, and then he goes, but like he made like the blood, like the milk, like seemed like blood come out of his head, and that shit made me laugh. It made me laugh because one, he spit on all the kids that were in front of him and around him, right? That made me laugh because of that. But not only that, the way his hair threw back, like he had like that Leonardo DiCaprio hair from Titanic, and his hair, like the way it went like flew and stuff. It made it look funny, so I started laughing. Then everyone was asking like why I was laughing. And like, when in those videos how I do that thing where I'm just fucking laughing and I can't stop. So I was doing that back then. And then like I explained to them later. And then they're like, "Yeah, when she fell that was funny." Another story real quick. Of 5th grade. Okay? And when I think about it, that lady Flo is probably dead. I was 10. When I was in 5th grade, I was 10. Yeah, she's probably fucking gone now because that was 29 years ago. Around 29 years ago. And she was already probably fucking in her late 60s. Alright, so another story when I was in 5th grade. I told you there was 4th graders in my class, right? Well, there was this family of their last name was Martinez. And this kid was named Angel Martinez. And he had a brother in 3rd grade, looked like him. He had a brother in 2nd grade, looked like him. He had a brother in kindergarten, looked like him. It was funny. They looked like those little dolls that there's a smaller version inside a bigger one. You know what I'm talking about? They're like those little Russian doll thingies. Right? And yeah, nesting. Are they called nesting dolls? Yeah, but they look like that. It was pretty funny. Okay, so picture this. This is a sky view. Okay. Now draw a line. Like you're gonna make a rectangle. Okay. Make a rectangle. This is like top view. Now the bottom of the rectangle is gonna be the longest part. All right. It's not gonna be a weird like the other rectangle where it's long like tall wise. Left and right is long. Up and down is short. So on the left and right part, in the middle section, there are 3 bars that go out. And it's like, like those gymnastic metal bars where like, you put your arms to the side and you can lift your legs up or whatever you want to do with them. But there's 3 bars. And then the part it connects to, it's a bunch of like single bars that are of different varying heights. Like the gymnastic ones again. A lot of the times, the girls would put their sweater on there and like lock their leg in place and they would just spin around those things. They would like fall backwards and like go back up or go forwards and go back up. And then across from those bars on the opposite end were monkey bars. They were just monkey bars, okay? That went from left to right. Okay? And then the short sides were just poles that were like ladders that just went up. So, my friends and I were sitting on the bars that the girls usually would twirl on. We were sitting there. And then we had this idea of we should jump off of these bars to the monkey bars, right? And we're like, yeah, let's try it. So I jumped first, and I reached the bar, but I didn't grab it. I reached it, and I was like, oh, dude, no way. There's no way I can grip it because, like, the force of me going forward, it's, like, not going to work. I'm going to smack into the monkey bars. Like, my dick is going to go up, and it'll go bang, and I'm going to, like, smack the monkey bars and fall on the ground, like, and probably hit the back of my head or some shit. Like, there's just no way. And so, like, my friends were trying it, and then I was like, you know, I'll try it again. And I did do it. And I was kind of right. I hit my knee a little bit. It wasn't enough to bruise, but it was enough to be like, oh, that fucking hurts. Right? So, my friend Angel, the fourth grader, goes, I'm going to do it. And Angel, for some reason, looked like a 27-year-old mechanic. This dude wore, like, jeans with the light tan boots. You know, the orangish, tannish boots? And he would wear, like, a white shirt. So he's like, I'm going to do it. And it's just like, he's kind of husky. He's not fat, but he's kind of big. But it was so funny, okay? Because he didn't want to jump from the monkey bars. He wanted to jump from the side. So at least, like, he could, he wanted to jump from the side so that he could, like, see if he could actually make it at least. And when he did, he grabbed on with his left hand, but the momentum of his body and everything, it made him spin, and, like, he held on with his wrist really tight, and, like, his body was going, but his wrist was still there. Then he finally let it go, and he landed with his arm behind his back on his back. And you could hear, like, a, like, really, really quick. And he goes, oh, oh, boo, boo, boo. Oh, boo, boo, boo. Oh, boo, boo, boo. And then Mario, the big Mario, goes up to him and was like, are you alright? And, like, he tries grabbing him by, like, his other arm. And he's like, let's go. But, like, he's lifting him up, and, like, he's holding his arm, and, like, his eyes were so round and his head went back. It's like his head was melting into his neck. Like, he was smashing his head so far back, like he was in pain, and he just kept going, boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Mario, like, I was laughing. Francis was laughing. And then Mario's like, stop, guys. He's really hurt. Please. He's really hurt. And because he sounded so lame, I started laughing even more. And then I pointed at him. I was like, he's looking at his face. I was like, he looks so concerned. And because I laughed and said the word concerned, my other friend started laughing at the word concerned. He's like, yeah, he's concerned. And it's just like, dude, I'm laughing because that's not what was funny. It's his face. But he didn't look like he was like, oh, dude. He looked like there might be something wrong here. He didn't look serious. So that shit was fucking hilarious, dude. And then he had a cast on his arm. Probably like for, I think until like Christmas. But man, do you guys remember a game called Kick Fence? Any of you guys know a game called Kick Fence? It's not kickball. What it is, it's like a flat fence, okay? Like, just pretend there's a big, like, 12-foot fence. Like, and they just cut, like, a little off square. Okay? So it's taller from up and down and left to right. It's probably about 8 feet, but it's 12 feet high or something like that, okay? And the way you would play kick fence is like this. You have a ball, and you both take turns kicking it at the fence. And whoever kicks it up and over wins, but everyone would be behind it lined up. But you would play kick fence, and yeah, so you're just kicking the ball at the fence, like back and forth at the fence. And then it's like you would try to get it under your shoe. If you shot it, you kicked and it didn't hit the fence, you're out automatically. So every kick you did had to hit the fence or go over the fence. But yeah, that game was fucking fun, and I just remember that because that was the only time I ever played, and that was in 5th grade. Let me see actually. Let me Google it. Let me see if there's actually something called kick fence, or did we just name that? Kick fence. Okay, I'm seeing things that don't have anything to do with kick fence for privacy. What the heck? Kick fence elementary school game. Okay, the wall. Sorry, this post was deleted by original. What the fuck, Reddit? This game is in US and children might still play. I don't know. Usually plays with a rubbery bouncy ball, but I think it was coming to play with. Click here if you'll be notified this. This sounds like wall ball. Our fancy name, one wall ball. Play with your feet. It's probably wrong, but worth a shot. So it seems like this game requires you to immediately kick the ball again to hit the wall. In the version we played, you could kick the ball right away or wait for it to stop. The wall in the game is usually sort of curved fence like this. I am starting to think this game was very region specific to where I attended school. We call it wall ball. We call it suicide or wall ball. Oh, sounds like a mix of kickball and horse. What the fuck? Hold on, let me see. There's links. One ball. Oh yeah, those are girls playing like with the fucking ball in the picture. Oh, let me see. One ball. Curved fence. Yeah, I see. I'm seeing the fence that he's saying it's curved. We call it wall ball. Hold on. Wall ball. Children's game. Wall ball, less commonly known as tan, is a team sport played between various. What the fuck? It wasn't. No, it was a 1v1. Alternate rules. Players stand a few feet back. They may only get 3 outs. No outs if the game is endless. If a player receives 3 outs, they may be pegged. Okay. When another player throws a ball at them intending to hit them, a player serves the ball by throwing. No, this isn't it. I don't know. Sounds like, yeah, but I'm telling you, it was a fucking game that it was really cool. We call it kick fence. Wall ball, wall ball, wall ball, wall ball, wall ball, wall ball. He's saying wobble, 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 wobble. You guys say it's wall ball? It could have been. But I'm telling you, we called it kick fence. What else? What else other stories do I got? Give me a grade. Give me a grade. If I play Five Nights at Freddy's right now, Vanos is gonna leave. He's gonna go turn on the sun right now. Ninth grade? Alright. Charlie Bob said 7th, and Dante said 9th. Okay. let me do 7th real quick. You remember that bitch ass friend I told you about in my apartment? Childhood friend? Alright. Well, when I was in 7th and 8th grade, right? When I was in 7th and 8th grade, in PE, they made the guys take showers. Like, full on, you had to get naked, okay? And take a shower. Like, so for the majority of the time, everyone would cover their junk and go in the shower. And, like, everyone would look up. Right? Because nobody wanted to look down, because if they looked down, they were called gay and ridiculed, right? So, like, ooh, like, everyone would, like, make sure, like, you know, no one was looking around and stuff like that. And, yeah, I was a teacher's aide, okay? I was I was exempt. I was chosen to help set, like, everything up for PE. Like, I had to suit up, but I didn't have to take the showers and all that because, like, I had to help out a lot. Like, I had to set up the field. I had to get the basketballs and everything. Like there was like probably there was two for every PE class. And I didn't know what that was. They asked me if I wanted to be a leader. And I was like, yeah. So I had to do like the 15 jumping jacks, ready, begin. And then everyone would go like, 1, 2, 3. Like I had to do all that shouting and shit like that. And then after that, like I said, I had to set everything up. So for those of you guys that were here on Instagram and you heard me talk about this one dude, Robert, right? Like now you understand why I was taking the time for people who ran the miles. Okay? So when the thing I didn't like having to do was tell everyone to get in the showers. I had to tell, there was Coach McCurdy and Mr. Morales. And I had to tell everyone, like, well, they were in the office and stuff like that. I had to tell everyone, like, everyone, get in the showers. Get in the shower. And then I had to give, like, the coach or the teacher, Mr. Morales, I had to give him the thumbs up, right? Like, yeah, they're all in. So he started a timer to make sure, like, because they didn't want anyone to go to class that smelled like shit. I think only the last period of the day they didn't have to shower, to be honest. I think they didn't really care. So it's like I just walked down and I'm just like, get in the showers, or walking down like all like the lockers. I had to walk from one end to the other. But I had that one loser friend, and obviously like we're friends, and I've never seen him naked. Like, and I've never wanted to see him naked. So I guess he was really, really self-conscious because he was a fat fucking loser. And they kept screaming at him. They're like, get in the shower! Hurry up! Because like they couldn't get out, right? They couldn't get out. And so they're like, hurry up and get in the shower! And they're like, come on, stupid ass! Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, they're all just shouting. And like the Mr. Morales like, hey, no! He's like, and they're like, he's not in the shower! And they're like, who's not in the shower? So he goes over there, and I'm like just standing by his office door. And then they're like, he's not going in the shower. So then he tells him, he's like, whistles like really loud, like, hey, but I can't do that whistle. But it's like you put the two fucking fingers in the mouth, and I don't know how to do that one. But he whistles really loud. He's like, get in the shower now, or you ain't going to the next class, and you're all getting detention. And so like, I'm just standing, kind of looking up, but I can see it in my peripheral vision that this dude fucking slips, and I guess he does like a 180 in the air, so he's falling back like he's doing Guile's flash kick in Street Fighter, but then he does like a 180 like, no, I gotta hide my little dick, and then he lands like on his stomach, like in the middle, like not the showers, but between the showers and the locker, and then he slides really slow. And I hear everyone going, they didn't laugh at first, they were like, oh! And you just hear like the fat and the water and the ground, like the plop. And then you hear everyone going, ew, get the fuck away, ew, move, get your fat ass away from me. Oh, dude. That's what he gets. Alright. So, 7th grade still, right? There was this girl that liked me. And I had her in my math class. My teacher's name was Miss Duncan. And she was old. And we were in this we're in this math class like that was next to like the PE field, so the windows are open. They could see all the people outside, and sometimes they would walk by the window and they kind of say what's up to people. I was in her class. I was in that class, and it was like our second day of school, right? And I get tapped on my back, and I turned around, and this girl's smiling at me, and she hands me a letter. And then like I turn around and I open it, and she says, hey, I think you're cute. Will you go out with me? And it said yes and no, like a real typical one. And I was being funny, so I circled or. And then I thought to myself, that's so cheap. That's so weak, dude. So I erased it. I erased it. And then I'm just like, dang it. I turned around and I looked at her. Honestly, she is really pretty. And to this day, she's really pretty. Um, and she's married now. And there's nothing like that. Like, I don't feel some type of way or anything like that. It was not like the one she got away or whatever. Nothing like that. But she had really big buck teeth, like legit, like Bugs Bunny. So when I turned around, I kind of smiled, like I did my patented Louis Caliber show my dimples thing, right? And then because I did that, she smiled, and then like I didn't change my face, and I turned around, kind of like, ew. Like, dude, her teeth are so big, like really big. And so I circled yes because when she didn't smile and stuff like that, like I mean, her teeth were big, but like she didn't look like fucking dramatic. It's just like they were just really big. But yeah, like I waited till the end of class, like when we were getting up for the backpack, and then I handed her the letter. Handed her letter back, and then I walked away. And then I only saw her in class, and I didn't talk to her, but she was like technically my girlfriend, I guess, right? And then she had a sister there, and her sister walks up to me when I'm hanging out at this bench with my friends, and she's like, "Are you Louis?" And I'm like, "Yes." And then she's like, "Why aren't you with my sister?" And I said, "Who's your sister?" She's like, "Esme." And I'm like, "Oh, because she's not here." And she's like, "What do you mean she's not here? She came to school today." And I'm like, "I know, but she's not here. Like, you're here, but she's not." She's like, "Oh, no, 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 no. You gotta go to her." And I was like, "For what?" And she's like, "Because you're her boyfriend." And I'm like, "Okay, then why isn't she telling me this? I see her in class every day and she never asked me to hang out with her." She goes, "How come you don't ask her to hang out with you?" And I go, "Because we don't talk." She goes, "Why not?" And I was like, "We're not allowed to talk in class." The thing is, I honestly didn't like take it serious or anything, right? Like it wasn't like a big deal. I didn't see it as anything bad or anything good, but I'm just kind of like, what? Like, just tell her to come over here. She's like, "I'm gonna tell her to meet you over here by this red cart." And we have nutrition break and we had lunch, and they have two carts. There's a blue cart and there's a red cart, and the red cart had the better shit than the blue cart. So I'll tell her to go meet you at the red cart. And I'm like, okay. Oh, and wait, here's the funny thing I forgot. When she came over there, she put her hand out like, "Who's Louie?" And when she had her hand out, it's like she wanted someone to high five her. And then I was like, "Me." And when I said that, no, sorry. She said, "Are you Louie?" And I said, "Yeah." When I said yeah, she put her hands like Spider-Man, like she was gonna shoot web. And she put her hand out and she's like, "So why aren't you with my sister?" Then she lifted the other one up and she had it in the same pose, like if she was shooting web. And then when she left, I was like saying, "Did you guys see Spider-Man?" And then we just started laughing, right? Like, because the way she was doing it. But my friend was like for real laughing. The fucking loser idiot friend was really, really laughing. And then my other friend named Luke, he was really cool and he was like laughing. He was a year older than us, and he was also a childhood friend, and yeah, he was laughing like a lot. And so anyways, this is seventh grade because they asked me for seventh grade stories, so I'm telling you too. Um, I had this rubber band, right? I was gonna see her after class, like after school. I mean, after school. I was gonna see her after school, so I did talk to her. I did go to like the cart, and then she's like, "Hey, how come you don't talk to me?" And I go, "Cause we're not allowed to talk in class. I told your sister that." Shut up. "I know, but after class ends, like, how come you leave?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, I know you said you wanted if I wanted to go out with you, and I don't really know, like, if we're going out or not. Like, I mean, we're seventh grade. Like, I don't know. I'm here for school. Even though it's gonna change a lot, like, and like I'm gonna like start talking to like a lot more girls. But yeah, I told her I was just like, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I've never really done anything like this. And she'll me either. And I was like, all right, well then, how about we just talk after school then? And she's like, okay, meet me at the stage. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I'm with my friend Luke, and we're walking to the class. Like, or it's after school. We're walking to the stage, and I have this big ass rubber band. I forgot where I got it from, but I'm stretching it. I'm stretching it like a lot, and then like me and Luke are just like talking about some random shit. And at that time, we were always drawing flip books. Like, Mortal Kombat was super popular at the time, and we were already drawing like fucking fatalities and things like that, like combos and stuff. Like, we were making flip books of like our own characters and our own fatalities and shit. But we were walking, and then I'm pulling that rubber band, I'm stretching it, and I'm stretching it, and then it snaps, and it slaps me in the fucking face, like a worm, like just like do like a lot of S's. It felt like that over my forehead, my left eye, my cheek, my lip, my chin, and my jawline. All right, it just and I felt that fucking trail just slap me in the face like that, like all right. So I was like, oh. And then my friends go, oh shit, are you alright? And I'm like, the main thing I'm worried about is my eye, because my eye is leaking a lot, and I'm trying to look, but my right eye is shutting too because my left eye is in pain. So I can't really see out my right eye, but I feel all this liquid in my left hand and my left eye, and I'm hoping that like I didn't pop my eye and I can't really open it. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be blind, or like my eyes turn to liquid or some shit. Like, oh no. Right? So I'm like, yeah, fatality. So I'm like, oh shit. So after I'm rubbing my face, and then I look up, and Luke sees me, and he's just like, he starts kind of laughing. I'm like, like, is my eye fucked up? And like, I'm opening it very slowly, and he's like, no, your eye's good. He's like, it's a little red, but it's not blood red. And then I was like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I'm starting to see I'm blinking a lot. And then like I start rubbing my eye, and I feel like my eyelid, and I feel like a puffy part of my eyelid. I'm what the fuck? And then I feel that on my eyebrow, and then I'm feeling it, and it goes up my forehead, and then it goes down like my bottom eyelid, and then it like goes on my cheek, and I'm feeling it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then he's like, oh dude. And then like I look at we have a trailer. There's a trailer there. Instead of like a classroom, like when they run out of actual classrooms, they start bringing in like those cheap trailer like classrooms. So on the reflection of the trailer window, and it's tinted, I look at my face and I can see it pretty clear. And it's this raised fucking like snake going down my left side of my face. And it's really puffy. And I'm like, damn it. And then he's like, dude, at least when you see her, she'll probably like it. I started laughing. I was like, why the fuck would she like this? She's like, like girls like guys that have like scars and stuff like that, like battle scars. She'll probably see that and be like, oh, Louis, that bump, it just turns me on. It just turns me on. Like, he started doing this voice. And he was like putting his hands under his chin, like like he was like, oh my gosh, Louis, that bump. And I was like, dude, you know what? Maybe we could just break up. Maybe I'll just walk up to her. And like, this could be my way out. But honestly, though, when I did walk up to her, she's like, oh no, what happened? And she gave me like a hug. And I was like, wait, is this what this is all about? Is this like what relationships are like? Like, is this love? No, I didn't feel like it was love, but it was like, yo, this is like cool. Like, she's like, are you okay? And then in my head, I can see in those shows when people like fake shit. Draco does this in Harry Potter when he exaggerates stuff. I had a cousin that did this one time too when he got hurt and some girl was giving him attention. And he was like, oh yeah, like, and like for some reason, I just felt like saying, yeah, I'm okay. Not because I knew that was like cheesy and cheap, but it's just like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, yeah, I'm okay, like I'm good. And she's like, are you sure? And she's like, I can keep holding you. It's like she wanted to, but like, but I felt like, nah, like this seems like it'd be fake. Like if I wanted to be held, like I'm gonna act like I'm in pain, but I'm not. And then later on, I see that there are people that are like, yeah, I'm so hurt. But anyways, all right, that was my some of my seventh grade stories. Ninth grade story, okay? Ninth grade story. Um, I was pretty popular in school. Okay, what a surprise! But I was pretty popular in school, and I had math, and there was this girl named Xenia, and she was a senior in my math class, but she was a teacher's aide, and she invited me to prom. And the only way you could go to prom is if a senior invited you. Okay, you couldn't just go because like you wanted to go or you could get tickets. So you could only go to prom if a senior invited you. So I remember, like, I guess, no, I'm not even gonna say I guess. Fuck it. Yeah, she thought I was cute and she thought I was funny. So I remember one day before we went on our spring break, she gave me a letter, right? She gave me a letter. And the letter said that like, she thought it was cute and funny. She gave me her number and she told me to like call her and stuff. And then I did. Like I called her like later on that day. And then I'm like, and look at this point in time, I thought it was weird that a senior was like what's it called? Like a senior, like her, she didn't, what was it? She didn't have many classes. And I didn't understand. She only had 4 periods. And I'm talking about like classes. And I thought it was weird that she didn't have all her classes. And like for some reason I always thought there was something wrong, like, like she was either special, like she was too smart and she like had all her classes done, or she was really stupid. Cuz in that class, she didn't do anything, right? All she did was like grade our test. And she made copies for like the teacher, but she didn't really do anything. She legit would just have a CD player and her headphones on, and she would just listen to music. But yeah. So I was asking her. I was like, hey, how come you only have like 4 classes? And she's like, because like that's all they gave me. I'm like, oh, when you're a senior, you can't just ask for 4 classes or what? So I don't know. I didn't ask for anything. That's just my schedule. So, anyways, she asked me to prom like a week later. Of us like talk. We talked on the phone like a lot. And yeah, I was 14 when I was a freshman. When I was going into 10th grade because my birthday's in July. So my birthday happens when we're not in school. So I turn 15 to go into 10th grade, 16 going into 11th grade, and 17 going into 12th grade. And yeah, I think at the time, I'm not sure if she was 18 or not. But anyways, like she was like telling me like she had a boyfriend, right? like that she had just broken up with. So I guess an ex-boyfriend, probably like a week or two, okay? Like a week or two before prom. And then she asked me to go with her. And I was poor. I was poor, right? And I'm like, I don't know if I can afford that. And she's like, it's okay. I'll pay for everything. Let's just go get you like a tux and all that stuff. And I'll go get you fitted. Fitted. I'll go get you fitted. Yeah, I'm saying it like weird, but fitted. Yeah, fitted. I'll go get you fitted. So I'm like, okay. So when I'm with her, right? She's like, hey, we go to like we're at this like strip mall, like this cheap place, like for like tuxes and all. But I don't see it as cheap. I thought it was like the place you get it. But now that I know like fucking quality and things like that, like this place fucking sucked. But I went there, right? And she's like, hey, go inside that store. She'll go inside the store and don't talk to me. I'm like, what? So just go inside the store and don't talk to me, please. I'll get you in a little bit. I waited in there for like 30 minutes. I was just looking at tuxes, and this lady, this old Asian lady, was asking me if it was for prom, and I said yeah. So she was doing like my measurements and stuff, and then Xenia comes back, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave you money," and she asked the lady, "Excuse me, how much is that?" And then she said, "Oh, to rent this, it's gonna be $50, but we don't have any shoes." And then she's like, "Oh, that's okay." And then she's like, "Here." She gave me like 220s, so 60. And she's like, "I'll just see you at school." And she leaned over and gave me a kiss on the cheek. And I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" Right? I was like, what the heck is going on? So, anyways, like, there's 2 more days to prom. She drives, and so she told me she'd pick me up. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you this though. My mom wanted me to always focus on school. She wasn't like die hard about like, "Oh, you better pay attention in school or else," you know. Like my mom just really wanted me to like focus on school and not get distracted by any females or anything like that at all, right? So I told her I was going to the prom, and then I told her that some girl asked me. And my mom was like, "What?" She was like, "Why did a girl ask you?" And I go, "Well, I can't go to prom." Like she wasn't like throwing shade. Like, "Why did a girl ask you?" Just more like, "Why didn't you ask her?" So she's like, "Why didn't you ask her?" And I was like, "Well, I can't ask her to prom because it's senior prom. It's a senior thing, and every underclassman's not invited unless like a senior invites them." So she asked me, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I told her she's gonna come pick me up, and my mom's like, "No, I can drop you off." And I'm like, "No, mom, she's gonna drop me off." And she's like, "No." She's like, "No, I'll drop you off." You know what? You know what's funny about all this? I have like all the letters that were written to me. I have all of them still. Like every single letter. Maybe some that got lost somehow. Like maybe they were still stuck in a pocket or whatever. And yeah, like I have all these letters, like for real, in a couple boxes. But and you can like I kind of feel like reading some of them, like for real, legit. And even like my yearbooks, and you'll see like not much has changed in my way of thinking or the way people talk about me. But that'll be another day. So, anyways, right? My mom was like, "Yeah, I'll take you. I'll take you," and I'm like, "No, I'll take you both actually." And it's because I think my mom was worried that like this girl might drink or get into a car accident or some shit. But I was telling her like, "No, mom, it's all right. I'll be okay." And she said, "Fine, like that's fine then. Just be safe." And I go, "I will." I really wish my mom did drive me though, right? Because what happened was I told her where I lived, but she picked me up from the corner. So anyways, we get to prom, and then this fucking like 20-year-old comes out of nowhere before we get into the door and screams. He goes, "Xenia!" And it's just like, it's a fucking like battle cry. Like, "I found you, and now I'm gonna fucking kill you." Like, it just is like, "Xenia!" Like, just crazy out of nowhere. And so I turn around, and like, she's like in a dress and shit. And this dude is big. I'm a fucking freshman. Like, my facial hair is like peach fuzz that hasn't turned dark. And I'm standing there in my tux that she paid for with the nicest shoes that I had, which were some K-Swiss. And then she goes, "Get the fuck," or he goes, "Get the fuck away from that guy." He's like, "Get your ass over here." And one of the teachers goes, "Excuse me, who are you, sir?" And he goes, I'm not talking to you, ma'am. I'm talking to my girl. And this little shit is with her. And this dude is like big. Like for real, like dude, and when I was a freshman, I was like 2'1". Like I was so small. I was like super small. This dude is like probably like for real at that time he's probably like 5'9", 5'8". But he's like in his 20s. Like legit, he's in his 20s. And then she goes, "Sir, you're not allowed to be in here. You're not allowed to be here. This is a school event." And he goes, "I don't care. I don't care." And he starts like walking like fucking like a bull, just like coming towards us and shit, right? And he's not stopping. And he missed a step. Like he's going up these stairs and he misses a step. And he fucking trips right in front of me and her. And he bangs his face on the pole, like on the bar. And then that bar, he slides down. And that bar has like a box, like a square box. And he hits his face on that too. And then the teachers are telling us, "You guys go inside and enjoy your evening. Like, we'll deal with this." And they're like using their walkie-talkies, like, "We have an incident on the front entrance." And then I'm kind of like I'm just looking. And she's like, "I'm sorry. That's my ex-boyfriend." And I was like, "Well, he wasn't dressed for prom." Because like he was wearing like regular clothes. And I was like, "I don't think they're gonna let him in." And she just started laughing. She's like, "You're so stupid." And I was like, "But that's why you like me." And then like she put her arms around me and she did like the like "let's go dance" like, and she's like, "I do." And then I was just like, man, like, and I was holding her like waist for like a second. And then I just started laughing. And she's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I'm like, "Because we're in here like kind of slow dancing." I was like, "What if your ex-boyfriend's dead outside?" He just like busted his head twice. What if he's just like dead, dude? And we're just like over here dancing. I was like, "You know what though, dude?" I was like, "I'm sure he's going to try to kill me after this." And she's like, "No, I'll talk to him and it'll be fine and stuff." And honestly, like, I don't know what happened with her, and I don't know what happened with him. Like, you know, she graduated shortly after, and I don't know. I never called her again. Like, that was just kind of it and stuff. But that shit was fucking hilarious, though. Cause like, I wasn't even like, you know, like I didn't start anything. Like, if I'm legit just chilling, I for real was just invited to prom. You know what I mean? Like I was just invited to prom. And I said yeah. Like that was it. I just said yes to a senior. And then I guess like I don't know. Like maybe she was still going out with them, maybe she wasn't. Like, you know, this dude wasn't in our school. He was over like fucking 20 at least. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask and stuff. Like, I wasn't even scared. Like, you know, it's just kind of like, dude, I've seen gangsters and stuff like that. Just if things go down, they're gonna go down. But like right now, like he's approaching me fast. But I don't know. No, she wasn't my girlfriend. She wasn't my girlfriend. She just was. She did like me. She was a senior. I was a freshman. She liked me. Invited me to prom. She was pretty. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did call her because I said congratulations. I did call her because I was like, "Yo," because like, you know, we were in school when they were graduating. So I was like, "Hey, like, congratulations, Dante. What the heck? Have you ever been in a fight?" "Yes. Remember when I beat you up?" "You're not really Dante. See? You see? You would have known that." But but yeah, she what is that called? I called her and I told her like congratulations and stuff. And then I asked her, I was like, "Hey, was that the reason why you told me to stay in the store?" And she goes, "Yes, because he followed me. He pulled up and he asked me, 'Is that your new little boyfriend?' And I was like, 'No, he's my cousin.'" And then he's like, "Oh, so what are you doing here?" And she said, "I'm getting him a tux." And then he's like, "Oh, yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I'll call you later. I'll call you later." And she said like she lied to him saying she misses him, but she'll call him later because she has to help her cousin, which was me, because her aunt's gonna get mad or whatever. So yeah, like they left and stuff. And I don't know, they probably beefed about it, but I guess the main thing was he wanted to know why he wasn't invited to prom, and he knew about the prom. and he wanted to know, but like she was done with him though. And then like he was just kind of like following along like with what the school schedule was and shit like that. And like yeah, he just showed up to prom. And then like yeah, he tried to fight me, and instead like he got knocked out by a pole, and the pole's like fucking little square under it. But yeah, dude, it's fucking 20-year-old man at the time when I'm a freshman, about to be a 10th grader, a sophomore, try to come fight me. And that's what happens. Fucking eat pole, dude. Eat fucking pole. What's up, random? Random? Yeah, it's my combo move, dude. Nah, Scroberg, I'm not gonna play Mortal Kombat, dude. I'm gonna wait till it's actually out and then finesse everyone in it. I'll let everyone get a head start. Same thing like I did with Street Fighter 6. Even though I haven't fucking played Street Fighter 6, dude, in a while. I only played it that one day. That's one fucking day, man. And it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. But all right. Is that enough stories for now? I think it is, dude. I think it is. Look, dude, we get more when we're sitting here talking about fucking my school years. Oh my gosh. Get more views than playing Zelda. I should just fucking talk. I have no problem talking. Obviously. Nah, but we'll save some stories for later. Dude, I have a lot. I have a lot. I gotta call I gotta call my girlfriend right now. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see what's up with Pinky Doll. See if she No cars extended warranties, dude. Dude, but Pinky Doll wants to talk to me. What the heck? She wants to go, yummy, ice cream. Or ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Bloom. Dude, Jean-Claude Van Damme in fucking Street Fighter. Sick. You're welcome, Matt. You're welcome. I was gonna say you're welcome. All right, everyone. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all hanging out and chilling here. I greatly appreciate you guys. No matter what shit I talk about you, I care for you guys. You hear me? I care. I'm the mod right now, Jonna. I am. It's me. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything. And thanks for hanging out. Again, I greatly appreciate you guys chilling, staying here. You guys be safe, be cool, try to make good decisions. If you're not sure, look, I know I seem to like break this rule, right? But look, here's how I know if you're doing something wrong. All right? Look, if you're doing something wrong, you just got to ask yourself, would you like it if it was done to you? And then if the answer is like yes, like that for me, then you won't do it. All right? All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. You guys be good, all right? And if you guys are going to sleep, have a good night. If you're staying up, have a good stay up. Angelo Tapia, Eddie the Chicken, JJ, J, JJ, J, JJ, J. Thank you guys for opening up your wallets and helping out this small streamer at night. Dante the 6th grade Slayer. I will fight you again. But until then, welcome to Spare Change. Ela, food! For real. Soon. I'm too busy. Five Nights at Freddy's. Kicks. Peace out. The what? The Host Gaming? Ignite? Native Wolf? All of you guys, everyone here, Knox, Jose, Heaven, Zach, Factor, Moshi, Johnha. Look. One last thing too. Look, I swear, for real. With all my interactions in life, there's always fucking a drama afoot. Okay? I just feel like, look, none of you guys. I mean, this isn't even just directed to me. But whenever anything happens that doesn't concern you, I would say just follow it closely. You don't need to make an informed decision about like what side or what situation you're gonna take, right? And the reason why I'm bringing this up and talking about it is just because I feel there's shit on the horizon. Thanks, Flash Poncho, for letting me be your first super chat and paying me to say goodbye. But I'm just saying, like, I guess, you know, one thing I am just tired of seeing, I guess, from me. Here's another last, like, you know what I hate, and maybe I will bring this up again later. It's just, I'm really tired of people's issues going public. Like, whether they're small or large. I feel people need to start being people and connecting and talking to them more than doing things electronically or for others to see. I think people need to learn to communicate with each other a lot more. And I think that's something that everyone should help each other to do and to push each other to do more. You know what I mean? Like, it's like right now, like if a lot of people look, they talk shit. A lot of people, and some of you guys know that it's super, like, and look, I'm not gonna like say like you're a piece of shit for doing it because you already know you are. But I'm just saying, like, look, it's easy to talk shit online, especially when you can just make your name Antho101. All right, you can just say whatever the fuck you want, and no one knows who you are. But it's like the way you talk online, anything you say, is that something you could say? Like, could you copy paste everything you said one day on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever? Can you look your grandma and grandpa in the face and say exactly what you said to them? Not even if they understand it. Let's just say, could you say that shit to them? Could you say like half of the things you say? Could you say half of the things you text your friend? Like, the reason why I'm saying all this is I grew up before social media was a big thing. All right, Zach, can you say that to their ashes, their tombstone, their headstone? Anything, the mausoleum? But, what was I gonna say? Like, yeah, like, the thing is, you mid at the game, you getting kicked. Yeah, like, for real, like, think about it, though. Like, all right, if you can't say it to your grandparents, can you say it to your parents? Can you say it to your neighbor? Your beautiful, good-looking neighbor, male or female, or whatever they want to go as. Could you say it to them? Could you talk to them? With the way you talk, be the way to fucking get them reeled in and enthralled with your fucking beautiful brain and looks? The reason why I say it is because, like I said, I grew up at a time where when you like someone, you had to tell them. You had to write it, or you had to tell someone to tell them for you, or you had to get their number. And a lot of the times, I think people get obsessed with social media as being avenues and ways to speak to them. Like, if I'm getting off the phone with you, like we're all talking on the phone, or I see you, or 15 minutes later, like you drive off and I start texting you, or I start sharing memes with you, we have this constant communication with each other where we don't really get to sit there without a phone. Like, the internet is like literally almost the world in your hands. You can watch a video to distract you. You can swipe fucking up and down reels and YouTube shorts. You can play through videos. Like, there's just so many things scrolling up and down Twitter, Facebook, whatever, right? That if some person that you really care about tells you that they like you and that they love you, or they're sad and they're hurt about something you did, or you told them that something they did bothers you, imagine when they're driving home or when they're walking home and they don't have that phone in their hand to distract them. They're just left with your words echoing in their head and their thoughts. And they get to really think about you and what they did or what they did to you. And they get to sit there and they really get to like hang out, you know, and figure out, yo, that's fucked up. Or why did I do that? Why did I say that to them? And then they come back and they either tell you like, hey, I'm really sorry. Or you feel it and like you're just like, you know what, you see them and you're like, I don't care if it's not that I forgive them or not. I just don't ever want to talk to this person. And you genuinely feel that way. But I think the thing is, what a lot of you guys, if you're under like, you know, if you weren't born under like the year 2000, I feel a lot of you guys like won't understand what it's like to actually be human and communicate the way humans used to before we had access to like quick access to each other. Like, I'm sure you guys know this. You probably text your family when you're at home instead of like going to their room. Probably text them like, yo, we need more toilet paper. Or, hey, you guys hungry? I'm going to get some food. Text me. Where we don't communicate with each other, which is why we become like inhuman with each other online. And we just say stupid shit and do stupid shit. And I'm not a person that comes from that age. I grew up on both sides. So I can see both, but I can see that this is like a folly of technology that I feel like, damn it, dude. It really does take us away from being human. So, with that being said, again, like I said, when it comes to drama and things with your lives, like, of course, it's very entertaining. Drama is always going to be a thing, you know? Like, fucking, there was reality shows and people watched it. Why? Jersey Shore. People watched it because why? People are fucking fighting. Real World on MTV, right? When you're watching the Real World and, like, a bunch of random people living together and stuff. It's fun to watch that shit. But, like, nowadays it feels like reality TV is just people online mad at each other that are trying to destroy each other. And I get it if people do horrendous things and stuff like that, you know? But, I don't know. I just feel like everything should be handled properly. And hopefully none of you guys go through any of that stupid shit. And hopefully most of you guys don't cause any of that stupid shit. And that's what I'm going to say before I go to bed, alright? So, thank you guys again for hanging around. And again, I appreciate you guys for taking anything good I've said and applying it to anything you can do to better yourself. And if there's anything you think that I said that can be like worked on, then fucking say it, dude. If not, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit, you pieces of shit. All right, you guys. When you get to 1 million subscribers, then talk to me, okay? Until then, don't fucking say shit. I'm kidding. All right, you guys. Good night, good night. Sleep, it is important, and eat well. All right? Peace out again, everyone.